Hi, this is Dee with Critical Break, and I am going to work on the code 333. Meant to do this yesterday, but I was busy.
Hi, this is Dee with Critical Break.
There we go. Okay, so I'm going to work on the 333 code, and I did get this on September 11th, and briefly went over it during that live stream, but now I'm going to actually dig into that code, and I wanted to preface the codes with, you have to realize in the messages that are in there, there are blips, what I call blips, pieces of junk information. And I believe the reason they're using these codes is to communicate with the population in general. I'm not the only one getting codes. My particular codes come from Gabriel. They're messages personally to me and messages to you all as well. So do remember there's blips in there that have nothing to do with what's trying to be said, and some of it is derogatory. Anyway, so I'm going to jump into it. This code is 333 again, that I received on September 11th, 2018. Anyway, we'll do a share screen and get started. Alrighty. First one is Kundalini, Anastasia, Angel of the Ark. I'm not sure what that is exactly pertaining to. Interestingly, I do live in Ozark, in the Ozarks. So that's kind of interesting. Excel, pregnant, Philadelphia Eagles, Christiana, The Tool, Indianapolis, Angelic Host, Triforce. And I made the comment the other day that Gabriel, Adonai, and myself are, there's three of us, so that kind of makes sense. Compton, Gemini Messiah, Thule. Just so you all can see what Thule is for those that don't know. There is the Thule, or some people say Thule Society. And it has everything to do with the occult, which means hidden. And for some reason, it's not popping up. It's talking about the region, but it's not bringing up. Let's do this. There we go. Is this it? Okay, yeah. The Thule Society was a German occultist and Volkisch group founded in Munich right after World War I, named after the mythical northern country in Greek legend. Okay. All right. Slider effect. Conmander-in-Chief, and that's Conmander. A inky mad at brain. And of course, Inky is one of the brothers in the Sumerian text, Enki and Enlil. Gods hear Obama. C, complicated DNA. And we talk about the MTHFR genetics. I'm sure that's related to what's being said here. The other thing that's interesting is one of the, let me pull that up for you. MTHFR. When it says C, complicated DNA, the C likely stands for the variant C677T. It starts with a C. And that's the one I have. So C, complicated DNA. Birmingham, England. Sirius. Let's look it up. And I am using the Xenia search engine because that's what the codes told me to use. Okay, this is getting a little bit weird. If you look at hidden knowledge, Sirius, the dog star, DOG, GOD. Yeah, look what's coming up here. There was something I was going to cover with you all. Sirius was one of the names that always rang a bell with me. And I named one of my horses Sirius. So, it is the dog star. It's the brightest star in the constellation Canis Major. The pre-dawn rising of the star in the path of the sun. We'll pop this up real quick. It was believed to be the source of the scorching heat and droughts of midsummer. It is believed that Sirius, well, let's put it this way. Jupiter has been coming up in the codes. Ganymede, which is one of Jupiter's moons, has come up in the codes. That moon interest, and what's really freaky is that stuff's popping up in the news and I'm being pointed to those news items. And Jupiter is a gas giant. It also is unlike any other planet. And it's believed that Jupiter will become a sun. And it's based out of ancient text. The other thing that's interesting is the moon Ganymede has its own magnetic field on top of Jupiter's bizarre and strange magnetic field. And I found that highly interesting because one of the things that has popped up in the codes is something that they said, purple Gaia. And to me, that means the mixing of the red and blue Kachina and a new Earth, a purple Gaia. So it's interesting that all this, the synchronicity is beyond coincidence, well beyond coincidence. These codes that they're giving me are spelling out what's written in the stars. So it's fascinating. So Sirius is Sirius. I didn't realize it the other day when we skimmed over this that's what we were looking at. But yeah, there it is. The I am Sun, the Shemale God. And that's another thing. God, I say him, but God, the creator, doesn't have a sex. I say he because that's kind of the easiest way to say it. But when you just say the creator, it kind of covers all the bases, I guess. But it's interesting, the whole concept. But yeah, it says the Shemale God. Now, the other day, I wasn't sure what it was talking about here because you also have the Baphomet, which is both male and female. And it's not a good one. It's actually the inversion, pretty much. So there's that. But I think that's what this is pointing at, is the actual creator. Kundalini, Elizabetta, Apollo, NASA, Pacha, Mekakak. Let's look that one up. And we'll just, it says it 3 times, but we will just look at it in its singularity. There's an oracle, God. It's also an archaeological site near Lima, Peru. And it said it 3 times. So to me, that means it's really trying to point that out. Let's see why. Oh, here we go with our lions again. That's interesting. Let's see what we can find on this. Pachacamac, Pachacamac, I don't know, is known as the maker of Earth, was a creator god who was also associated with earthquakes. This is the site. It says nunnery. Interesting. It said it 3 times. Not sure why it is pointing there. What was the earliest date? 200 BCE to 600 CE. Site was active over 2,000 years ago. So it was described as the Mecca of ancient Peru. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know why it's pointing at it 3 times, but maybe pieces of the puzzle will fall in place. I have no idea what this is, and I don't think it's going to bring anything up, but just to be on the safe side, we will look. I think it's a blip, but there's been other things that I thought were blips that weren't blips, so. CSPD is Colorado Springs Police Department. Okay, it's a blip. Well, maybe. We'll look just to make sure. Yeah. Just a blip. You never know. Okay. Dollar General, probably another blip. Cesar Borgia. Papal Tiara. King Mother. Cinders of Ella, which is Cinderella. Commandment. Earth Shan. Let's look at Shan. Earth Shan. Okay, it's a language and a peoples. Shan, seen and heard. Let's look at the definition on Shan. A member of a people living primarily in Myanmar and southern China. All right, so Earth Shan. Domination. Get thee behind me. Ishmael ben Abraham. And Ishmael, of course, is where the 12 tribes originated. This one I didn't realize what it was the other day because we were just skimming over it, but it's bureaucracy. So like bureaucracy, but bureaucracy. Blip. Likely. Brachium. We will look up brachium. I believe this is finding out a piece of or part of your body. Yeah. Brachium. Let's make that bigger. Arm. An anatomic structure resembling an arm. The Tin Man. Emish. Let's look up Emish. Emish, a ceremonial sword. A new people. That's in Hebrew, I believe. Something to do with Emish in Hebrew. I wonder if it'll translate. It will, it will. Looks like some sort of online magazine. We've also got, let's see, the Anu people in the historical Japanese text, the Izu, indigenous people of Japan and Russia and the Kuril Islands. Okay. Obama is NMR. Nuclear magnetic resonance. Mora Holdings. Nielsen Media Research. National Monuments Record. Naked Mole Rat. Not sure what the NMR stands for. Let's see if anything stands out. Not my responsibility, perhaps. Molecule. A local fluff. Beam me up. Earth ends. And I've been getting that message too, a lot. Shape of the fish, which is the Vesica Pisces. Sotahar. See if anything stands out. So far, the only thing I'm seeing is that it's a last name. Oh, yes. Here we go. That's right. Don't know why that didn't come to me when I looked at it. The Sotar derives from the Greek epitaph, meaning a savior. Initially capitalized. Feminine. As a title of gods. Okie dokie. So I'm glad we looked at that a little closer. Lacuna? Lacuana? Let's look. Possibly a blip. Boards of Canada, Lincoln Park, The Immoral, ID Fix. Now, if you separate that, ID Fix, I go by D, but we'll see if anything else comes up. And that's what I'm here to do. Fix what's wrong. Aha. Don't know. I don't see anything else that makes any sense of that. Satan to Sat and Satan TA maybe. Oh, a chief. White Bear. Kiowa, war chief. Okay, that's interesting. Because the Native Americans pop up in the codes a lot. Closing Death. Closing Death. Tree of Life. the Kabbalah, closing the Kabbalah. Uncloak. Yep. We see all the different forms of the virus on the planet. Definitely. Casper Mendrick. Sari New. I think that's just a name, but just to be on the safe side, we'll look it up. A waxy protuberance at the base of the upper beak in certain birds. So new, NU, meaning NEW maybe? Batum. So got Batum. Mahet Oz contracts. It's interesting because I was going to talk about soul contracts and how to get rid of them. Let's look at contracts. Just coming up with Nicholas Batum, a contract with the Hornets. So a blip probably. Satisfiable, a blue ET. And if you look at my prior videos, I've had multiple experiences with some very small blue ETs. My daughter has as well. As far as I know, she only did one time that I'm aware of or that she's aware of. But I've had multiple experiences with them. Chopstick. Chessboard. And it's interesting because I got this before watching some other information that talked about what's happening being a chessboard. And when I did the video back on the 11th, I made the same comment. Yeah, this is a chessboard. But it's not a game. And the chessboard denotes the black and white, which also is the, if you look at all the Masonic and occult teachings, you'll see the black and white chessboard frequently. Mid-October. And I keep getting dates, September, October, November, and December, like the end of this year. And I don't know if it's this year or you're coming up, but the 444 code that they kept giving me repeatedly made it feel somewhat urgent. So I don't know. I know the part of my mission is helping remind you all what you really truly are, because that's been hidden from you all these years. And in some cases, that takes more time than it does for others. Some people come to that realization with ease, and others not so much. So I don't know how much time they have to make that connection. Anyway, mid-October, criticism sealed in forehead. Morithia? Morithia? Let's look. We'll take a look-see at that one. Hmm. Now, Moritherium is a beast from Lake Morris, something like that. Morris. These prehistoric mammals are related to the elephant. I don't know if it's pointing at that or a moving morar pattern on a billboard. The wind moves the printed net, thus constantly changing its distance to the wall and to the net's shadow. I don't know if it's pointing at that or hard telling. Life Too Hard. Hennigan or Hengon Pen Bridge. Best Mate. Apparatchik. Remember that one? I was kind of going, what? Look at it. See if we come up with anything. A member of a communist, a parrot.
Apparatchiki.
Apparatchiki. Okay, interesting. A blindly devoted official, follower, or member of an organization. Aha! I have a feeling that's what it's pointing at. Mahasamatam. Let's look at that one. Lord of Light Prayer, Lord of Light Theory. This Immortal. That's a movie, sci-fi movie, Lord of Light. Crystal Skulls. Sammy Girl, Crystal Skull. The name of an Indian prince is one of the lesser known crystal skulls. It is one of the most activated crystal skulls. Heather Adams, Banner Keeper, Kabranagast. Let's see what that one is. A Bible. Oh, a lost Bible PDF. Let's look at that. Queen of Sheba. That one's a is not. That one's not an ancient text. Let's look at Rastafarian Wisdom and Faith from Ethiopia. Okay. You know, there's the Ethiopian Book of Enoch. So it's pointing at this too now. It tells the story of King Solomon, Makeda, the Queen of Sheba, Menelik, the son of Sheba, who hid the Ark of the Covenant in Ethiopia. I bet that's a fascinating read. I'm going to save this one. Okay. Want to go back over that for sure. All right. Triforce, Paul Anka, God, the female half gene. Did see, and that C is in the ocean sea, sight, F. Tamarin Michael, Chris Rock, Georgine Kern, admonition. And just, we'll get the definition of admonition here for you guys. Give me a second. What does admonition mean in the Bible? Gentle or friendly reproof. Remembered the admonition to keep it simple. Counsel or warning against fault or oversight. Okay, that's interesting. Eagle feathers, tantric. And we'll pull up the definition of tantric for you guys, in case anybody doesn't know what it is. Any of a comparatively recent class of Hindu or Buddhist religious literature written in Sanskrit and concerned with powerful ritual acts of body, speech, and mind. Sanction, Fort Bragg, chair organ, the Bible's dogma, methane, the golden reed, speed racer, spring fall, illumine, illumine versus illuminate. Let's see what that says. Gardens of Enlightenment. It's a synonym of illuminate. As verbs, the difference between illumine and illuminate. Okay. Shine light. Okay. Almalin Treth Lamb. Let's look that one up. Almantra. I am or lamb. Not sure. We shall find out. I think that says I am. Let's see who that is. The mantra workings. Through their rituals, which Crowley called the mantra workings. Nephilim stargates and the return of the Watchers. It is attempted to create a dimensional vortex that would bridge the gap between the world of the seen and the unseen. That's interesting. The bridge between the seen and the unseen, I am. That's basically what that just said. Illumine the bridge between the seen and the unseen. And as you all know, I see much more than the average person does. Shabar Akans. I think that's a person. Let's look. Yeah. Shakar. Or Shabar, I mean. Was that Shabar? No. Yeah, it was. Shabar. Let's see what this says. Definition: to break in pieces. Break in or down, rend violently, wreck, crush, quench, to break. Oh, come on with the ads. To be broken, be maimed, be crippled, be wrecked. Okay, we'll get the gist. All right. Let's look up the cons part. I wonder if that means icons. You know, like ICONS. I bet that's ICONS. So to shatter icons? Yeah, because people are worshiping idols and it's absolutely ridiculous. And that's idols of all types, including Hollywood, including the Queen and her family, and much more. So wreck, tear apart, destroy the icons. Yep. M. Cut. I think it's a blip. Not sure. Likely a blip. Egeres is Allah. Let's look up. Book of Egeres. Egeres sigil. Aegers is a demon described as demonological grimoires. Grimoires. Sorry, my mouth won't work half the time, so grimoires. Forgot to see what you guys are up to. Hello, Sir Steve. Miss Tamu. Sir Mice Guy. Miss Kim. Sir Tony. Miss Seeley. It's great to see you guys. Sir Gerald. Yes. Adonai told me, and I firmly believe this on my own without him telling me, that leaders should never live above their people. Ever. Miss Apple, hi. Some interesting things in this 333 code, huh? Right? Super fascinating. Hopefully, if I have time, I'm going to do another one in a little bit after I get done with this code, because I wanted to talk to you all about something. But anyway, so now we know that Aegers is a demon described. Okay, so Aegers is Allah. Okay, and remember, I've talked about all these different self-professed gods. This is stating that this particular god that people are praying to is a fallen. It is a Satan. Okay? Just an FYI to everybody out there. I don't care what your religion is. The fact is, everybody was lied to. It's because your ancient texts were heavily manipulated. Anyway, here you go. Is Allah. Duracell. Dharma's meddling. I Promise. Todd Combs. Bo Tart. Annie Besant. Casper Mendrake again. Ratos. Let's look that one up. R-A-G-T-O-S. It's really sad because so many people have been praying and worshiping things. They have no idea what they've been praying and worshiping to. And they keep using the wrong names for things because the texts were, and it's not their fault. They didn't know any better. You know, they didn't, I don't know. You have to really, if you become truly wanting to seek the Creator, you should always ask questions, and you all were taught not to ask questions. So you didn't learn the truth and really dig for that truth because you were told not to ask questions, and this is the way it is. And it was a lie. Anyway, we'll get back to this. Ratos. Expressly and express words. Fig is the ads. Fig is the ads. 666111. I've also noticed that things that come up with that 666111 are significant usually in these codes. let's look up ads. Fig is the ads. So we've got expressly and express words. Fig is the ads. Now it could be an abbreviation, so we'll look at that too. See if anything else. Signs of ad. Oh, it's a disorder. Oh, ADD. Derp. Wow. You know, if you have ADD or ADHD or anything even remotely in those, you know, spectral disorders or anything like that, you are MTHFR genetics. Just saying. Because you couldn't have gotten those unless there were certain switches in your genetic code that flipped that caused it. And that is all located in a gene called MTHFR. So ads, ADDS. Just to be on the safe side, let's look at ads. Active Directory, Domain Services, Aviation, no. Application Data Delivery Service. Fig is the ads. Fig is the ads. Fig is the ADDs. Because I think pretty much everybody that has MTHFR is a bit ADD or ADHD in one way or another. Some not as much as others, but I have a feeling that's what it's pointing at. But just to make sure I'm kind of going through these. Antidepressant discontinuation syndrome. Now that is something that happens when people come off their newfangled antidepressants. And many of us know exactly what that's all about. Huh. Okay. Condé Nast, that's a name. E. Gregorius. And I believe I've had this before. E. Gregorius. Is an occult concept representing thought form or collective group mind. Okay. Collective thought mind. Fig is the ADDS. Let's see, the first one was expressly or express words. Fig is the ADDS. Thought form, collective group mind. That's kind of interesting, right? This is a blip, Craig Cobb name calling. Okay, here we go. I've had this word before too. It means a holy shield, basically, or covering. Basically, but it's like an energy covering. We'll look it up again. Or was it? Okay, these are spiders. Maybe I got that wrong. Maybe it was a word that was similar. Ophalon. Ophalmonans. Yeah, they're a spider. Interesting. Shall create alpha to omega dashed in pieces. Scots. Abigail Mooney. K. Ori Knight. Those are just people, blips. Masonic Ladder. Fabiana Mendrake. That's just a name. Terhelage. Koran. That looks like German before the word Koran. Let's see what it says. Wish my son was here. He could tell me what the German was. Or if it was German. It could be Swedish. Definitely Slavic of some sort. Let's see. Huh. Looks like it's probably a blip. Looks like a blip. The Faceless. Steal the D. Oh, wow. I didn't even notice that the other day when I went through this. Steal the D. It's all ran together. Chessboard again. Indulgence. Lord English. Morlocks. And that's a people's, I believe. Steal a D, huh? A group of mutant characters in a comic book. Morlocks are fictional species. Huh, that's interesting. Let's see what else it says. Okay. Morlocks, magic secret. A fake globe planet. Kate Duck, I'm sure that's just a blip. A factual. Alf the Fool. Oh, Alf the Fool. Abajads. Oh yeah, that's the ox head. Okay. So the ox head, the fool, basically. So those that are following the religions that deal with Taurus, basically, and the bull and all that stuff, the fool. Teenagers. Shed is fit gad. 666111. Shed is fit GAD. Could be an abbreviation too. Shed is fit gad. Now it's an abbreviation for Gilliam Asperger's disorder, which is, here we go with the spectral disorders again. Okay. So where was that? There. No. There. Shed is fit. That's interesting. Okay. Etihad and Atilia or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Let's see if it comes up with anything on that. Hmm. Okay, that's a place. In the Emirates. Qatar. Okay. Alan Smithy, probably another blip. Knock Rune. And first we'll look it up the way it's done and see if anything comes up. No. Wait. They plan development to be located between Coomach and Auchinleck in East Ayrshire, Scotland. Now that's interesting because Scots came up. And that Morlock made me think of the Moors, but okay. That's interesting. Knockroom. God is a bad fallen angel. God, the male she. Now this is the part where I wondered if it was talking about the Baphomet. Because that's a he, she. Interesting. Michael and Tamara. The Fiend of Fire. Elmo Liku. Kill a Democrat. Ian is a brat. Sarathan? Let's look up that one. Hmm. Nope. Leg for confidence. UNSC. And the UNSC, I'll show you. University, South Carolina, likely. Probably a blip. But we'll look. United Nations Security Council. Now that's funny because that's part of the snake, and that is part of the evil line that is trying to usher in their full control, basically. So maybe that's what it's pointing at, and not United Nations Space Corp. Interesting. Okay. So UNSC, that's interesting. Snake of Inanna. Now, I've been pointing out the snake, but also there is the whole inky thing. And it makes me wonder if that's some sort of connection there. It could be either one of those. So anyway, Snake of Inanna. Anasa. Let's see what that one comes up with. These codes are fascinating. And they're even more fascinating for me when I look back at them. After, I do these, I'll watch them back and a whole bunch of stuff pops up for me that didn't even pop up the first time or second time even sometimes. Let's see. Wonder if they're talking about Nassau and the Bahamas. Could be. Not that I think it's a blip. Never know, but Mano Bolt. Mano Bolt. Just making sure I spelled it right. This is in Switzerland. Huh. Mano Bolt, as in flea. Huh. R.D. Schroeck or Schroeck. Obviously somebody's name. Storage. Do not care. Franklin Graham. 2 Fall 4. Frody Ringheim. Montclair. Gunsefi. We'll look it up just in case. No, I don't want it in Google. I want it in Xenia. Paste. Gun A Siffy. Gun A Sif. We'll see if it comes up with anything. Chocolates. Wonder if it's this. Let's do this. Cipher? Gun a cipher? Maybe? Discarnate. Diane Pope is DNA creation. Discarnate DNA creation. Come to me naked. The golden deer. Wonder what the golden deer is. I have a funny feeling. Stag symbol meaning. Mythical deer. Stag mythology. Golden antlers. Let's look at that. Deer have significant roles in the mythology of various peoples located all over the world. It says Buddha was reincarnated into the form of a deer. The story of Ruru, golden deer. There's a Celtic story. Oh no, this deals with Pan. That's Pan. Okay. The golden deer. Belgian Malinos. Belgian Malinos. Let's just look it up to make sure. Let's just look up this part of it. Because we know what Belgian is. Oh, puppies. Puppies. Oh, you know what? I think that's the kind of dogs my mom raised. See if there's a picture. Yep. Belgian Peruvian. Yep. That's weird. That's in the code. That's odd. That's the type of dogs. Except for the ones that she raised didn't were the long-haired versions of this dog. So their name was slightly different, but yeah, that's interesting. Interesting. The Shahada is bad A. 666111. Shahada. Islamic, the Shahada is found on Islamic flags. Islamic creed. The Shahada is bad A. Mankind in disbelief. Yeah, right now they are. Big time. Police find Cable One, Tamara and Michael. I can't sleep. Let's see what you guys are doing real quick. Hello, Pat. It's good to see you. Yes, Pat. They're doing a lot to suppress us in general, including our immune systems. Like I said, I think that MTHFR genetics, I think it's a special kind of fledgling creator, the kind that can stop the evil here on the planet. And I think they went after us on purpose because they knew we were coming. Yep, yep. I'll get a read through the chat some more later, but it's great to see you guys. And I'll read through, see if what ideas you all had when I watch it back, as far as interpretations of what's being said here, which is really, it's interesting to see other people's take on what's being said too. Let's see, where were we? I can't sleep. A man in a smiling bag. Marie's death. Ko'omo. See if anything pops up. I know it's a last name. I'll put it in Xenia because Google is not good. Let's see. Not that much on the net is good anymore. Yeah, I think it's a blip. Yep, it's a blip. Rubina, Hell's Fires. No Child Left Behind. The Old Snake. And we know what we're talking about there now, don't we? Be Second Coming. MCX, which is a Roman numeral. Let's look up Roman numerals. I usually keep that pulled up. This one's really good. Because it MCX. 1,110. 1,110. Bethlehem Mashiach. Sperm in egg. Alien ant farm. This planet is an alien ant farm. That's no joke. And it's funny that that band has that name. And you'll find a bunch of the occulted knowledge in music and music videos and movies and all that stuff. But this is an alien ant farm, literally. It's a good way to put it. And that would be exactly how Gabriel would describe it. Just saying, because of his sense of humor. Meteoroid. You know, this morning, they woke me at 4:30 this morning, a little bit before. And I went outside because I could sense there was something going on, but nothing really stood out. But I did have a shooting star go across the sky really low, which was interesting. But I was thinking and hoping something else was going to happen, but it didn't. So Maybe it will, but it didn't this morning. Because my tiny blue guys tend to come visit in the wee hours of the morning. Borscht, and I think I know there's a soup. I don't know if that's how it's spelled though, so we'll look this up. There is a Russian cabbage soup with sour cream that's served cold, but I don't know if this is what it's. Not sure of the spelling, but I think that's it. Yeah. Russian borscht. Yep. I knew it. Okay. Red coats. BA learn code false. Who's BA? Wonder who BA is. Because whoever it is learning something false in the code. I don't know. Maybe in the future we'll run across who BA is. Brunch. That's funny. It talks about the Russian soup and then brunch, which that'd be a perfect time to serve it. Matherath. Let's see what that is. Matherath. Math-E-Rath. Ooh, just a minute. Matherath. Matherath. BA learn code false. Math-E-Rath. I wonder if it's hard telling. Phobe Gates. Now I don't know if that is a name. I have a feeling it is. But it could be something else. So we'll look. Just to be sure. Yeah, it looks like a name. Oh, this is weird. Phobe, that's right. A species of beetle. One thing that's interesting, I was given a visual kind of remote viewing style download where it was, yeah, it was a download, waking download of a beetle. I don't know why I didn't tell you guys about this. I meant to, but it was just, so many things happened that I don't always tell you guys everything. I've gotten another one like that of a wasp, but a black and yellow wasp. But this one was a beetle, and it reminded me of the scarabs, and it had a really intricate design, and it was more reds and browns and blacks and whites. And it was crawling across the grass. And I don't know what the significance of that is, but I was given that download, and I was like, what's this about? It didn't seem important at the time. But it's interesting that this beetle comes up in this. Beetle Gates. Huh. Phobe Gates. Wonder if that's pointing out the pyramids or something? Could be. You know how cryptic this stuff can be sometimes. Just like the Bible and the codes, Bible codes and all that other crazy stuff, and how cryptic. Everything's so cryptic. And it's not supposed to be cryptic because they're trying to hide the truth, basically. But in these codes, the reason they're giving me this information in this manner, I think, is because it keeps it from being hijacked by the virus. Um, so they give me a code, a number will pop up at me, and then I put it in this, and it comes up with some interesting things. And there's no way for anybody to tamper with it. So I think it's kind of like, you know how they used the Sioux Nation's language during World War II, I think it was, or was it one? I don't know. As their secret way of communicating during the war. Well, that's kind of what they're doing here with me, is a good way to put it. Anyway, let's see. Seleucia. Let's look up Seleucia. Make sure we're not missing something with Seleucia. Okay. Ancient Seleucia on the Tigris. Okay, this is interesting. Wheel of Time. Hold up. Wheel of Time. So we've got these Beetle Gates Wheel of Time. Oh, maybe it's pointing at that's where the Beetle Gate is. The Beetle Gate is in that city on the Tigris. That's fascinating. It could be either way, right? Either or. Mesopotamia. My, how often that pops up. Right? Oh, Sumerian text and all that fun stuff. Okay. Acceptable anger. Greta Garbo, that's blip. Gum Arabic, blip. Karen Craft. Naga Parbat. I think that's just a name, but we'll look it up just in case. It's interesting that I had that download of the beetle. I've had one once of a wasp too, landing on a rock. And the rock was in a circle area where there was no grass or anything. It was kind of like, you know, baseball diamonds, you know, how the area around the bases is no grass or anything. It was like that. And there was this rock sitting in the middle, and then on that very outside edges, it was grass. And the wasp flew in and landed on that rock. And it was just a weird download, just like the beetle thing. It's like, why did you show me that? Kind of like the airline crashes. It's like, why do you show me these things? Why? But anyway, yeah. So this is fascinating. And so now we're looking at Cyprus and, you know, on the Tigris River, but also the Wheel of Time, which could be very, okay. Arabic. Oh yeah, we were looking up Naga Parbat. Where'd it go? First, let's close a bunch of these so we don't get a bunch of stuff. I'll have 50,000. This one was interesting. Okay, so we're going to look up that one. Naga Parbat. Inga. Okay, that's a place. Himalayan range. Okay. There was a massacre there? Let's look. Taliban killed 3 security officials who were investigating the massacre. Huh. Okay. Something about the Himalayan mountain range. Okay. AMAC USA or Amakusa? Let's look. Could be either. Could be words squished together that happens frequently. Or it could be a word. Let's see. Kusa. There's an island, a stone, Japan, samurai, some islands. Heaven's grass. Heaven's grass. So the Himalayan mountain range, Heaven's grass. That's fascinating. See how these things, you know, can have more than one meaning? Like it wasn't pointing probably at those islands, but probably what they're named after, Heaven's grass, as far as the Himalayan mountain range, particular area of that mountain range. Lance hear a lot. Lance a lot, right? But Lance hear a lot. A blip, probably. And that's a person's name. Adam, son of God. Yep. The Karate Kid. MXC, which is 1,110 again. Atrocious. We'll look at just to make sure I'm not skipping something. Atrocious. Atrocious. I'm guessing it's just the word atrocious. Yeah. The RFID mark. Atrocious. The RFID mark. Stink bomb. Clad X. So Clad 10. Let's look it up. Oh, it's a virus or a simulation. What? The original population and all its descendants are a clad. Clad 10. That's fascinating. Rebocaries. Rebocaries. Depending on what part of the country you're from, how you pronounce things. Let's look. Rees. Now that came to mind, of course, the shoe, but Reebok. It's probably a blip, but you never know. Probably a blip. Okay. Alejandro Lias. I believe that's a name, but well, look it up just in case. Man, I'm having to look up a lot on this one. Arr! Frustrating. Like, can't I just read it? But we need to know what it means, so. Oh, yeah, it's just a name that's been stuck together. Okay, meant to be. So this clad X. So family, original family 10, meant to be Kissimus. Kisses. Let's see. Hmm. You know what's interesting? I just realized neither Adonai or Gabriel, either one is here right now, but somebody else is. That's interesting. Okay. I don't sense anything bad or negative, so, but yeah, there's definitely something different here. The, like I said, the singing, high-pitched sound they make, this one's totally different. Okay, let's see. Christmas. Christmas. I'm not seeing anything that stands out. Kiss me, sis. It might be kiss me, sis. Okay. Is not a game. Now that chessboard I keep talking about, it's not a game. It really isn't. It's for real. Resident. Hamas Edomite. Good is cool. Let's go China. Disorando. I'll look it up just in case. Messy, untidy. Bergdahl release. Nephros. Hmm. Hmm. Kidney. Okay. So kidney. Bag, head, headed, center, dead. Systemic. An anagram, possibly. Yeah. Anagram, basically. Hmm. Thank you, Miss Kim. Kefri was depicted as a scarab beetle. Okay. And it was a big beetle, like big. The one that I got the download of. And it was intricate. It was really pretty. But it was moving along the grass. And um, if you think about terrain as far as grass, it even, it wasn't graceful moving over the grass. It was, normal, like you'd really see a beetle in front of you walking across the grass, kind of uneven terrain. It did, kind of, bobbled around, Okay, let's see. Excuse me. Uh, Phoenacia L. Ties. Phoenacia L. Ties. Phoenacia. Let's see, where's that? Finan. Financial. Yeah, financial ties. Ah, I hate those. It's like, oh, what a pain. I started to look that up. Didn't need to. Financial ties. The leopard. Misspelled. Ronald Pole. The renegade angel. An erection. Abstains. Code of ethics. The religion. The Obama team. Google Earth. Perfect peace. Beast sigil. Freer of Asia. Angel of disease. Oh God, go do good. Paul Anka. Epigenetics. Obedient clone. Now that's interesting. Those two are right next to each other. Happiest. Angel Martin. And Nitrogena. Let's look that one up. Neutrogena? Is that what it's trying to? Surely not. Nitrogene A. Oh, wait. The Nitrogene A. Maybe. Don't know. Especially since it was just talking about epigenetics and obedient clone. That's interesting. A Nitrogene A. Pigot. Philadelphia Eagles. Fight ED is sad. Fight Ed is sad. Fight Dead Sis. And these are both 666111. So is the next one. Did C fight S? The peace sign. Gematria magician. Confederate flag. Sidonians. Sidonians. Oh, here we go. Yep. Dan, ancient city. King of the Sidonians. Ball, King of the Sidonians. EAAL, ring a bell, guys? Ale. Sidonians. Shaw Cow. Let's look it up just to make sure. I hate these ones where I have to look up so much. Takes forever. To town. In Germany. Anything else about it? Okay. Tree frog. Others. Airbag gematria. Rune. I believe that's a duck that looks like mallard, but I'm not sure if that's the way it's spelled because I thought it was just R-U-E-N. We'll look. An opera house in Normandy, but that's not spelled the same. Don't know. Possibly a blip. Sar C. King. Okay, let go of me. Cosmological. Fraternal. Inhumane. I need a hot bath. One essence. This plane. Likely talking about the holodeck. The filter. I'm just skipping over that because we already got that up above. The filter. Skipping over those because those are obvious names. Teacher of men. Smoking crack. That's a name. Plants her a lot. SLM Corp. So some corporation. BKHNOA, man-made limbo. Okay, so it's talking about the plane, the filter, and a man-made limbo. Teacher of men, man-made limbo. Limiting ideas. Yeah, no doubt. They've been squashing the heck out of you guys. Limiting ideas. Taking names. Like I said before, yep, definitely happening. Sarah McDonald, Balloon Dog Red. And I wonder if that's talking about the Red Kachina. Balloon Dog Red. Because Sirius is the dog star, God star, anagram, God, DOG. Yeah. Alpha, God, D, OG, Omega. Floodgates. Cited is fad. 666111. Fiat Gids Shed. 666111. I bet that means Fiat God's Shed. Yeah, no doubt, right? Confirmed SIG. Gwatham Shield. All apologies. Angels of Hate. That's a name. OCD Deception. Yeah, they make us feel like it's a disorder and it's not. It's high perception is actually what it is. He is a huge McAfee final Sith. Now this McAfee came up before and it was it was a name that got used. Well, if you look back at my codes, recent ones, I think the 444 code had McAfee in it. And it's basically the antivirus for evil. Okay? It's what it's using McAfee for, okay? McAfee final Sith. Obama collapse. Desiree Nicole. I am Odium. ODIUM. The state or fact of being subjected to hatred and contempt as a result of a despicable act or blameworthy circumstance. Hatred and condemnation accompanied by loathing or contempt. Disrepute or infamy attached to something. Okay. I am odium. FDA birth defect. 666111, by the way. The Needlings. I think that's referencing you all, the Christ, the fledgling creators, the Needlings. That's a person's name. Drama is death. Yes, because it feeds fear. Drama does. So stay away from it. Here we go. 666111. 8 right. Ashiak Gouda. Didn't we look that in there already once? Let's see. We shall see. I think we already saw that one. But just in case. Maybe not. Don't know. Excuse me. I don't know what that one is. Forge Indigo King. Disliked feelings. Okay, so that's, now we'll go to the simple gematria. Here we go. David Nathaniel Bridge of Deputy, Indiana. See what my future wife's name. God's Bridal Chamber Virgin Sex Show. Now there's something about, yeah, I need to go into that with you all and to help you understand what the hidden knowledge is about Sirius and the whole birthing. Some of you probably are very well aware of that whole thing with the yeah, where, well, anyway, I'll go over it when we do, but anyway, that's a reference to it, I'm sure. Simple and English gematria, same thing. The one key that opens the heavens. I am the way, the truth, and the light. The apotheosis of the impossible. That's interesting because I keep saying this is Mission Impossible. That kind of wild. The first day of the alien invasion. He brings judgment upon all mankind. I am here to stand for what is right. Yep, darn tootin'. The two witnesses, Enoch and Elijah. The greatest messenger who is God. I am the beginning and the end. I am the Alpha and Omega. 100%. I am Yahweh Yahweh born in the USA. I raised thee up under the apple tree. Is the divine a human Holy Spirit? The king over the kings of the earth. He who holds the Lacerabean key. That's interesting because that keeps coming up, doesn't it? It was in the last code too, the 4441. Arcturians declared war on Nephilim. Yeah, there's yeah, some interesting things going on with the our ET brothers and sisters, the other angels. Yeah. God names the new city Lasarabet, two witnesses of revelation. Christ powerful rainbow angel, holy daddy's androgynous bride angel. His spirit form weareth a crown. He rolls up the heavens as a scroll. Jesus is a solid rock to rely on. We really are in an alien archon hive mind. Is Jesus Christ favorite angel? I am still praying for everyone. Hundreds of thousands deliverance. O Godhead Son, honor of Israel and America. World's holiest baptism is who? Love does not VNV count of sin? Don't know. The third coming of the Lord Christ. The truth of Thoth the Atlantean. Who is Yahweh's true Lion King? Of sin condemned to hell by divine gene. I am one Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. M. Start Treaty of the Rapture. I name of he who is afraid of exposure. Oh, yeah, that's funny because that just happened. Didn't it, Miss Kim? Somebody got exposed, didn't they? I exposed someone. Don't know if Miss Kim's still here or not. But yeah, somebody got exposed. Actually, that occurred on the 11th, but they disappeared off the face of the internet yesterday because I exposed them. Interesting. Let's see. I name of he who is afraid of exposure. Berlick Bolin Karst is born of God. Austin's better off alone anyways. E. Or always E. I am that I am's most precious of all. Heaven's most deadly warrior angel. She of all that is feminine of the Lord. Berlick Bollengarst is his word. Forever a divided the army his kings. Satanic black stone oral sex act at Mecca. The birth of a light in the whole body. Yeah. Christ was not crucified or killed. Correct. Gracious. Oh, this is Latin or Spanish. And I'm a little rusty on that. Gratius Devotee of Illuminatus. Talking about the illuminated. Lacerbetians can crack the matrix. Are we Lacerbetians? Or Betians, I mean? Lacerbetians? Maybe? I think we've had many names in the past. One of them would be, yeah, I'll go over that sometime soon in the video too, but this is interesting. Q, the anointed king of the David IC line. That's interesting. Vladimir, oh, this is Putin. We are all one. We are all one. We are all one. Said it 3 times. Constructor of New Jerusalem. Diane Lorraine Pope partner will be A. Love isn't supposed to hurt. I am that I am. Certification of the devil. Yeah. Apocalypse, a lion of destruction. Now there's the lion coming up again. And the lion and the tree symbology for all of us is interesting. April Fool's Day 2018, March 6, 1979. Once upon a time in month of July. Randy Couture, yeah, just another blip. GA book that does not bear good fruit. Huh. The name of the one that defeats Yahweh. F. Nostradamus, Mavis era warrior. Conspiracy theories are truth. Austin Lee Meredith will sacrifice P. Oh, church times up, raptures here. Yeah, that's a thing. Oh, church, time's up. TikTok, time's up, as Gabriel says. Raptures here. The fly are President Obama's lover. All can be explained through the smoke. That's a blip, some guy's suspension. KC, the awakening of the Antichrist. A Illuminati 333. That's interesting because that's the code number. AZ, God's ancient wife and holy children. Alan Goss Pope can be stubborn as hell. Austin, finish your book, Mark S. 2701. Christ righteous hot sex wife? What? Blips. The ultimate warrior, Austin M. God's simply sexual kind of guy. Her love of Christ cannot be compared. Loving Savior in Anna, Aphrodite. Scan better lies, I can crack the matrix. G, the earth is getting ready to flip. C, Austin's equations are correct. Beautiful eyes on the Queen's team. I sat under the big cross in San Diego. Lord Jesus will crack the matrix. We have heard that God is with you. Q. Austin Lee Meredith 711. C. Planet of Nibiru. C. Cloaked by the sun. Okay, that's interesting because that also has to do with this occulted knowledge stuff. And with the red and blue kachinas and all kinds of fun things. And yeah. Heaven will cleanse earth of man ruin. I believe in being faithful to my mate. A, the seventh seal of destruction. Can the Holy Spirit make you weak? D, Austin is Vanuatu the Savior? Don't know. A, Pleiadians live in the hollow earth. JJ, find him, all pure Lord, whether C. Betty J. Sal and Charles H. Hawley. No idea. Blip. A big blip. What the heck? Don't know what that is. Not even going to try. Let's see. No. again, German or something, Slavic, all pushed together. K, the extraterrestrial contact. Foreskin neurons and Sharia beheading. Wonder what that's supposed to mean. In the beginning, God created the beginning. Yep. They are not going to be able to come back. Yeah, that's true. The ones that don't make it aren't coming back. I keep getting told that. F, warrior against the Antichrist. You can't serve two lords. Why? That's right. Austin M. leaves October 12th. In other words, you can't walk the fence. There's no being on the fence when it comes to God. You can't serve two lords. Why? Okay. F, as God first thought his wife Jean. All-seeing eye of Horus, Joshua, Leela. That which gives life to a life itself. Obama, God, RFID, Mark, March. That's a Roman numeral. Let's see. So we've got XXIII. So XX is 23. So 23, 2013. March 23rd, 2013. Beat swords into plowshares. 6 bloodlines of the Illuminati. Add 111 added as number making 3. That's some guy's name, I think. I am the collateral damage of God's actions. Nicholas Alexander Watson Thomas. GHE planned all this from the beginning. Probably G, God, he planned all this from the beginning. I know I will love you always. A Moses caught them worshiping A. DID, dissociative identity disorder. A lot of people with MTHFR have that, and it's because of trauma. Belle and Sebastian, A Century of Fakers. F, religion is the tree of good and evil. S, your bloodline is contaminated. K, my storm tequila, Xaner Tat. E, extraterrestrials benevolent. Sir Knight Thomas Wyatt, son of. I won't hurt you if you do it. It seem most of us are years behind. I'm glad he found a way to get back at them. M, Committee of Union and Progress. Julianne Ho, how is that so wrong? N, kidnap the boy, feed him to Rosalind. C, Austin Meredith, the chemical engineer. Television creates inequities. Yeah, it does. Wisdom is as love being will in life. R, the truth will set you free. Divine genes, true father is Yahweh. And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived. Been tampering with all karmic law is. E, Austin covered for Buddha and Jesus. Throne of Satan at the North Pole. G, the Gnostic books are the truth. Gnostic lost from wisdom lies. E, God's code translation perfected gene. The Vatican is Uranus workshop. Why Austin doesn't want Shalini. Diane Lorraine Pope's greatest gift. D, I believe in being faithful to the Lord. There's, I sign my name, just a big capital D. That's it. That's how I sign it. It says, D, I believe in being faithful to the Lord. Yep. That's interesting. These codes just blow my mind because they will specifically point at things going on with me or names of people around me and all kinds of bizarre stuff. Corrupt monetary illusion. Yeah, that's no joke, right? For every pride and rocks that. The process of sexual selection. Gun control, a form of castration. The omega means it is the end for Satan. You betcha, for these Satans. See, October 6th, Austin gets called. Satan will easy beguile the selfish. Yeah, he will. The Satans will be dangling carrots in front of you guys. You got to ignore it. It's way too easy to fall for that stuff, especially as rough as things are right now. And just keep your eyes straight ahead as much as you can. Beat down your girl on Brook Street. Existence is an element of a reality. The Holy Bible will crack the matrix. Yeah. Yeah, kind of. AZ, she will expose herself as a liar. Who's AZ? God is so very repulsed at it all. Yep. Z, your heart on your sleeve. The atomic age, 66th year. Z, she is the vision of sainthood. As the allotted due, who Lord brought. And I'll just make a comment. You know how I go by the name D? Well, when I'm playing the MMORPGs that I talk about, first off, I play a plate healer most of the time. That's my main, and it is an Inquisitor. And I go by Z in the game. No, I'm not joking. Just FYI. I never told you guys that. That's my main tune's name is Zelatira, and I go by Z. As an allotted to do who Lord brought. Life is a lemon, and I want my money back. The alphabet. Austin's sacrifice is pointless. Barack Obama, Christmas miracle, heal. 2032? I don't know. Q, Christ is a spiritual son. The fathers had taken the wrong way, had all proud pride to serve in war. Millions attacking me and denying it. DJJ warrior of the tetragrammaton. Muslim utterer of Satan's name, Allah. I see manual of the warrior of light. That's interesting. KK fortune and fame keeps them happy. Slaughter, slaughter, slaughter. Fame and fortune. The 49 gates of the soul, A. J, what is the mind without love? Your wife looks great in a thong. Another blip, right? AA, Gene Angel that saves your soul. K, instrument of destruction. Shalani thinks about Austin JJ. Z, not knowing miracles from magic. It's hard to find love as a god and keep it. Mary Magdalene gets ruling of sins. Austin is a real Mayan prophet. Charlotte Clinton, oh, that's just a name. N2 plus 2 equals 4. AA, Almighty Father is getting married. The number 18 is important. That's interesting. The number 18 is important. AA, he will think to change world laws. E left a trail of blood and broken hearts. AAZ 88418. Randy G is Lucifer and Randy B is Iblis. JD Stellar superhuman powers. In which direction should we move? 3/4 barely for a penny. A. Austin is the Illuminati sun. Are there monuments on the moon? The Apostle John is now Stephen. S. Sapphire rings of the Holy King. Stormfront hatred against it a big. Having a connection with Jupiter. Here we go with Jupiter again. Jupiter is in the occulted knowledge. So is the dog star. Jupiter ends up becoming a sun, as in like our sun. O will think to change world laws. Q aliens come get Austin Lee Meredith. Phyllis Prez G. Bush died on October OMMO. O Austin is Masa, whatever, however that's pronounced, the Messiah. Painful memories from so long ago. C, a Puerto Rico sinful genetics. P, let the church praise him unending. AZ, a angel Jesus Christ favorite. 12 dimensions unified in one. C, Austin is angel Jonathan the avatar. The matrix lies better I can scan crack. Microwave tower church steeple. AAZ Austin Lee Meredith is in Oregon. And yeah, they have cell phone towers in the steeples of churches. Look it up. That's not a joke. Behold the Son of Righteousness. I promise to pay the bearer on demand. F, maybe there's a lesson to learn here. Extremely evil and very idiotic. Z, and the greatest of these is love. J, helps someone beat addiction forever. God, all of this was a lie. I am delusional. Everyone loves their own brand. Q, are we going to meet Austin? Trust me, I'm not faking anything. Brian Koak is a meathead of stale meat. J, Mag, Mecca, Oreos, Roman numerals. Something about Mecca. This Oreos, is that Orion? Because Orion's belt is in that occulted knowledge too. I don't know. Cursed haughtiness, Bravo Channel Media. Even their boss, Satan, is scared of me. Yep. Oh, everlasting life is from Jesus, the angel that saves your soul. J5 senses in 3 dimensions. King Obama miracles, December, Roman numeral. Oh, Elohim is an extraterrestrial. Yes, they are. Attacked by evil spirits unaware. Oh, Austin's in a wheel of torture. They are so completely lawless. O heaven's warrior of warriors. Q, spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds, cards. AAZ Austin Lee Meredith is complete. Deadly laws of the 10 Commandments. Exactly. Like I told you all. What's right and wrong is written inside of you. You don't need a book to tell you. F, I am that I am of the 49 gates. Yo, Eric Swanson, what's up, dude? Blips. C, JJ, the economy is the promised land. And blip, I'm guessing. I am light and dark, good and evil, Austin. If you are evil, you are with us. Divine gene, Jewish numbers are facts. Austin came from a different timeline. F, the 33rd book of Moses. EW, an apology and a full explanation. Days of Hebrew learning and reflection. CB Obama, C Executive Order, B Trainee. To the Most High and Mighty Prince. Austin, you're moving forward, E. Beams you off to another location. That's an interesting statement right there. Beams you off to another location. Bride of Heaven, no from Christ sin. DJJ Austin revokes his contract. AA evil is the creation of man, not of me. Jeffrey Eric, Heaton, Enfield, Connecticut. A blip. Deadly day of men guilty of child abuse. Yeah, no doubt. C. JJ, they who will be designing heaven. F. He was betrayed by his law partner. Pac-Man, mongoose, free to choose. Q. Holy feast of androgyny nectar. Union Jack is the same as Jacob of Israel. Anyone can take Brian Koenig in a fight. Gray aliens under the Arculeta Mesa. Grays are bad, just saying. The ones I had experience with, definitely not good. Giants count with 6 fingers. E to protect this land, and I shall see. Data digital dictatorship degenerates. Destroy Damascus, October 2000. That's interesting. Christ Bride saved of Antichrist F. Christopher William Johnston, that's a blip probably. A. Austin, the one who pierced Jesus. Astrid, Alada, Laughters, Slaughter. AZ, her 49 years on Earth. Z, chosen disciples of the end of days. YHV, VH, answer Austin Lee Meredith AA. Why? What dimension is Jesus from? They're all snakes and nothing more. Yeah, we've been talking about the snakes, haven't we? The snakes, the snakes. Ay, ay, ay. Doom and gloom, death and destruction. Jesus be raised from the dead on Easter. Austin is ready to learn fathery. He can't imagine how much that did hurt. Will the child destroy the day the F? Jesus Christ character in the Bible. Everything he knows is wrong. The son of Lilith, the Christian ego. This is interesting right here. The Bible contains the numbered word. The king who lives in La Sarabet. Jesus the Nazarene attacked Judaism. The 12 men of the Holy Spirit. Or no, 12 men of the Holy Spirit. I acquired behavioral sociopathy. It's funny. Wow, right, guys? That code had a ton in it. Yeah, they do use certain words and numbers and things because of their vibration and the magic behind them. Are the loose letters connected? You play healers too, Sir Gerald? That's awesome. Yeah, my main is an Inquisitor, and I do have Mystics and Furies and Templars. Yep. And plate, chain, and leather healers, all 3 types. But my main is a plate healer, and it's an Inquisitor. Because I do like to ask questions. Kind of fits me, doesn't it? The question why, I keep telling you guys, never stop asking the question why. Ever, ever, ever. Anyway, I'll wrap this up. I'm going to take a break for a little bit. I plan to do a little afternoon thing about rejecting soul contracts and keeping yourself clear of that. Like I said, all of them were wiped out back in May. But yes, I actually had a monk. But in the game I play the most, the monks can heal themselves, but nobody else. So I don't often play monks. Although I would love it if they were actually healers in the game I play, but they're not. Anyway, that was the end of code 333. That one was absolutely fascinating. It pointed a lot of stuff directly at me and a bunch of stuff at you all. I'm sure you guys were picking up the hints. Anyway, I will come back in a little while just to talk about releasing yourself from contracts in case you've made any by mistake, just to keep you guys good and clear and not having to worry about nonsense, basically. So, because that's important to me that you guys aren't worried. So, anyway, talk to you in a little while. Have a great afternoon, evening, or whatever it is where you're at. Oh, if anybody needs to get a hold of me, criticalbreak@outlook.com. Bye.